Well, hello and welcome to another how-to video. Yes, I'm in super early because I've been told I've got to make more content. Here's more content. Okay, so what are we looking at today? So this is a really interesting setup and one that's a little bit different to our normal camera technology that we like to highlight and show. This is Hikvision's audio setup. And by audio setup, this really isn't just an audio system. It's a multifunctional, multi-application audio system. So what have we got in front of us? So as DVS, we like to bring all the elements of a system together. So we're going to start off by showing you, we've got the, by Secureflex, one of our trusted cable suppliers, we've got this lovely 4-core pink audio cable. So if you need professional audio cable, look no further, come to DVS. So I've tried to bring all of the elements of this audio system together for one video. So what have we got in front of us? I'm going to just put this phone by there a second, guys. So we've got my laptop because we're going to show you the web browser element of this in a minute, but ignore it other than that. We have got two analog 100 volt line speakers. So these speakers here, really cost effective. I'm just going to put the model number in view of the camera there, but it is DS-QAE1A80G1-VB, just a 6 watt speaker effectively, so two 6-watt speakers, so I'll put them by there. They are these really cool, easy fit speakers, really cost effective. So as you can see, if I can just this pink, by the way, if you use like audio cable or smart homes and stuff like that, we can do all of that kind of cable. Let me just untangle this a little bit. There we go. So it's really good quality, this cable as well. I was surprised how nice it actually is. So we've got two in-ceiling speakers. So you can see there, 6-watt, 100 volt lines. If I turn it around, you can see really cost effective. But you can see there, it's got the connection there for the speaker, and it's got these little, lugs on there. You drill the hole, and it just snaps into location. So ceiling fitted, it's got the Hikvision on there, and we do different versions of this speaker. We do column speakers, wall mount speakers, cabinet speakers, in-ceiling speakers, and we do different wattages. So it's not just a 6-watt. This is just what I had, just what I thought I'd showcase. So we do bigger ones also, okay? So they're the two speakers. Now this is the network amplifier, which is this white box in front of us here. So I'll just give you a little bit of I'll put my meta glasses on shortly and we'll chop the video up to show you the different functions in a bit more close up. But you can see that that's the model number. Now this is a brand new amplifier. So this is part number is DS-QAE1A80G1-VB/ST. So it comes in a nice little box there. Let's just put these back up there to make the video. So basically what this does, put these back up here, and we'll show you the audio quality in a bit. But effectively, you've got this network speaker here. It can be standalone, but the idea is you put it on the network as a 2-channel amplifier, 80-watt amplifier. So channel 1, channel 2 can both be maximum of 40 watt each. You can't have 80 watt on one channel, but two 40-watt channels. And what I've done is I've got one speaker on one channel, one speaker on 2 channels, but effectively you could daisy chain these speakers and have them on in an office, in a retail environment, in a house if you wanted to. Any application that you needed audio, you can basically use this setup. We do different versions of this amplifier. So we do a 60 watt, 80 watt, 120 watt, and they do much, much bigger ones. So if you want to check out our full audio range, either contact your DVS sales rep or just visit the hikvision.co.uk website where you can see all of the Pro AV products in there. Now there's different versions of audio. Of course there is, different applications. And if you do need any help, please do give your sales rep. Just ask them a question and we can help design a system that would work for you. So this cool little amplifier, network amplifier here, where I see this being, like I said, like a residential, maybe commercial, cafes, like restaurants, retail shops, etc. Even like small offices, small schools even, like primary schools, etc. This particular one wouldn't be that good in a big school, but we do network distributed amplifiers as well. But this is a really cool unit. I'm going to put my meta glasses on now and give you a little bit more of a understanding and show you the interfaces rather than use this GoPro. So I'm just going to stop the recording on this and transfer you over. Okay, so got to keep this to 3 minutes with the latest firmware. It says 5, but it's still 3, guys. Okay, so we've got a lovely cable here like I've shown you before. This is our network amplifier. So you can see here, you've got channel 1 and channel 2 independent volumes. So you can have one area at different volume to the next. We've got USB interface, so you can put a USB stick preloaded with a load of songs and tracks on there and play directly from the USB stick. RST, hold and press that for 5 seconds and resets the unit. You can even put a microphone input in here. So you can plug a desktop microphone in here to do tannoy announcements, and you've got the microphone volume adjustment there. You've got your on-off switch there if you don't want it powered on consistently. You've got your play and pause and track skip next and forward if you want that control, or you can press this for loop control. You've also got, so when you put a USB stick in there, it will highlight the USB stick media is in play, and we've also got Bluetooth functionality. So from my phone here, so I can actually look at my Bluetooth, turn it on, and you can see I have the Hikvision Audio DVS. So I'm in the web browser, and I'll show you where to fit that. I can connect. There we go. Connect straight to there. Now it's connected. That blue light is on, and I can even... Oh, Phil Collins, why not? Well, let's just play what's on there. So you can see. So there you go, volume control directly from there. And on the back of the unit, the connections are as follows. So you've got an antenna for FM radio, you've got your power connection, you've got your alarm input here, which I'll show you in a minute. I set up an alarm input for testing. You've got your LAN connection, you've got your two channel 1 and channel 2 100-volt line connections, your network connection. You've got RCA in if you want to use RCA in, and RCA out 1 and RCA out 2. Okay, so you've got different connections on there depending on your setup and your topology. You've got the different connection methods there. So it's a very simple unit in essence. Like I said, an 80-watt unit this is. 2 40-watt channels, can't be one 80-watt channel, but you don't have to use both channels if you don't want to. This brand new unit, and the reason I want to make the video is got feature packed, and we'll show you for the web browser shortly. This also has the ability to work with Spotify, and that is a really cool thing. Most people use Spotify now. Okay, so I'm going to transfer you over to our web browser and we'll run through the functionality. Okay, so I've got the web browser in front of me. Okay, so put it on the network. You can add this to Hike Connect as well, so it isn't just something that you can use on a web browser. You can add this to Hike Connect. You've got most of the programming functions can be done through the free Hike Connect app, and you can also control it, and you can also do two-way talk or talk down to site as well, which I'll show you quickly in a minute. So web browse into it. So I've already set the IP address and activated the unit. So I'm going to save, well, I've saved my password to make it easy to make this video. So we're going to log in. So it's, even though this is a network amplifier, it's not Hikvision's core product range on the CCTV, the web browser and the functionality, the language is very familiar. If you know Hikvision products, you will have no problem with this. So you can see there, that is the model name of the unit, serial number, and that is the latest firmware. I updated it yesterday when I got it out of the box. There was only one slight firmware update for it, and we always recommend you check that. Okay, this is the quick start user guide. So you can see that it does work with Spotify, and it shows you all of the functions there and how to basically connect it. There is a deeper user guide. This is a quick one, but basically that's probably all you will need. So back to the web browser. So you can see here, you can change password, log out. You've got your overview status there. So we're connected by wired network, and the cloud service, which is the Hike Connect, is online. It also has a Bluetooth on there. So if I open my phone, so I've got my phone here, connect the Bluetooth here. And when you can see it's connected. Now if I refresh that, Bluetooth is connected. You can also use ISUP and SIP registration for deeper integration should you feel the need to. So configuration, what have we got? What are we working with? So network amplifier, you can change the name of that and all of the standard functionality you expect to find. Time settings, already set it to be our time setting out here in the UK, so it is nearly 7:30 UK time. Now it is important that you do set the time on here, especially if you want to use the scheduled broadcast function, which I will show you in a minute. If you don't set the time properly, the scheduled broadcast is not going to work at all, so please make sure you do that. So under network, you've got your standard DHCP we're using and DNS. Network service, so you've got your HTTPS on and off, RTSP, streaming media service, which I've enabled, and you can change the device name. So when you're using something like Spotify, which I'll show you in a minute, that's the name that's the serial number of the unit actually, but that is what will appear in Spotify to use Spotify Connect. And you can add custom URLs to stream from. If you have a custom URL, like a free radio station, and you want to stream it by URL, you add the URL in there. But you simply click add, type the name, so like DVS, and you could type that URL directly in there, and you can stream from the URL. Device access, so ISUP, if you're going to use that to add it, our backend connection to Hike Central. Cloud service, I've already enabled it. OnVIF, it is OnVIF compatible, and you can change that, turn it on, etc. And SDK server port. So audio. So the configuration channels, this is what is enabled by default. Now, if you don't want customers to use Bluetooth, even though there is a Bluetooth code, which I'll show you shortly, you may not ever want to use USB flash drive, Bluetooth, RCA1 and RCA2. You can turn all of that off. Or you might not want to use Spotify. So you can change all of the functionality related to the channel configuration through the web browser. You can also do this through Hike Connect, which I'll show you briefly in a minute. USB flash drive, Bluetooth, FM, RCA in and out, and then the 6.5mm also. Like I said, you can connect a desktop microphone to this, like a push-to-talk desktop microphone. I didn't have one in stock. We recently sold our last one. We're waiting for some more desktop microphones to come in, but it also turns it into a mini tannoy system for live broadcast audio. Okay, but you can change the channel input outputs as required from this interface. So audio, you can change all of the volumes on here. What will happen is when they've got the volume adjustment is on the, you can do it through Hike Connect as well. You can also do it from the front of the unit. It's got independent channel 1 and channel 2 volume control, but you can also do it from the web browser. So if that's locked away in a cabinet and you don't particularly want to go and open it and access it, you can do the volume adjustment through the web browser. So it's a very functional piece of equipment, and you can also do it for the app, even more convenient, right? So you can change all of the different volume inputs here, and you can change Spotify up to, like, say 100% if you want. FM volume, if you do want to use the FM radio, you do need to buy the FM aerial. It doesn't come in the box, so you do need to buy the external FM radio antenna if you want to enable FM radio. And you've got output settings here that relate to channel 1 and channel 2. You've also got speaker test, so you can click speaker test, select channel 1 and channel 2, select test, and you can see by adjusting those volumes down the effect it has. Okay, so it is quite a loud system. These are only 6-watt speakers, and we do larger speakers. You don't have to use the Hikvision ones if you've got speakers already in. This is the beauty of this. You can upgrade an existing 100-volt line analog system to a network audio system and retain your existing speaker setup. How cool is that? You don't have to use the Hikvision speakers. Of course, we sell them, and if you want to put a new system in, fantastic. It's not necessary to do that if you just want to do a cool little upgrade to an existing system. Okay, so algorithm configuration. So this is your channel 1 and channel 2 EQ equalizer configuration. So you can click on that and you can change all of the different parameters for the EQ on channel 1 and channel 2. or you can restore to default. Okay, so you can mess around with the equalizer settings to get the best out of the audio, depending on the speaker you've got, what kind of music and what kind of environment it's in, and where it's fitted. So it has the full EQ control. And then in other settings, you've got the option to adjust the acoustic fidelity mode, and we'll put it into real time. You've got microphone, active microphone or dynamic microphone, depending on if you want it to push to talk or always active from the microphone. And then you've got startup prompt sound for when the unit starts up. It makes a sound over the speakers, which lets you know it's now active. You can turn that on and off as you require. Now, SIP, you can do SIP registration, SIP call, and DTMF. I'm not going to go through that. We don't have a SIP server set up here. Hikvision do the SIP servers, so if you do need one, we can also facilitate that from a Hikvision SIP functionality, but it's a full suited product. Bluetooth. Now, if you, by default, the Bluetooth is off, so you need to enable it. You give it a device name, so I've given it DVS_audio. That will appear in the Bluetooth list. So when you try to connect it with your phone, you need to look for that DVS_audio as the device name, and you then put your password in there, like a numbered, like whatever that might be, 1379 for instance, that will allow you to have to use, well, you have to use the password to be able to connect. So you do have like a pairing password, just like your car. If you try to connect to your car, it asks if the password is correct, etc. So similar functionality. It stops rogue users adding it without knowing the password and then broadcasting all sorts of crazy stuff. It's connected to Bluetooth. My phone's connected. It shows you there. That's the device name. And Bluetooth prompt sound. Again, when you connect the Bluetooth device to the audio, it makes that beep sound to show you there's a device connected. You don't have to have that on. You can turn it off. Now, broadcast settings. This is one of the really cool product features. It's got convert text to audio, which I'll show you in a minute, but there's lots of different stuff, lots and lots of functionality in here. So you've got audio library, and you can add different libraries. So I could add a new library in there and then add my audio to that library if you want to segregate it, or you can just add it straight into here. You can batch import audio files. If you've got audio files that you want to import from either you've got a reason to do it, and I'll show you some of the reasons why in a minute, or they come with all these, mostly, you know, when you've got the active deterrent cameras, these are from there. So you've got things like this, so you can choose. Let me just, these are tests now.
Warning, this is restricted area. Warning, this is restricted area. Please keep away.
So the idea being here, you can actually build like a cause and event. So what I have done, and I'll show you in a minute, is the alarm linkage library. So what I've done is you can actually add in your own audio files. So I could add in convert text to audio. So I can put in there, let's put fire door, okay? And this could be linked. There's one alarm input on the unit here, so it is only basic, but there are other functionalities you can use. So if we use the alarm input IO as an example, I could put, so this could be driven off a warning, fire door open, please close. Then you can choose a different language type. You can choose male or female, and then you can click save. What that does, it adds this custom file using converting the text. So text to speech audio library. So I've already got one in here. So I added one yesterday, which I'm going to show you in a minute. So it's this one.
There is a caller at the delivery door. Please attend.
So this could be, you know, a doorbell effectively. You've seen it in lots of these, like, you know, big, massive retailers like superstores and wholesalers, etc., where somebody goes to the door, presses the doorbell, and it makes an announcement over the tannoy, like it just did there, which allows the staff in the building to know that they have to do an action. And again, this could be a caller at a gate, so you could do that.
There is a caller at the delivery door. Please attend.
And then again, this is the one we just made using that text to speech, so TTS text to speech.
Warning, fire door open, please close.
So you've got the female version I played first and the male version. So you can, if you don't have files and you want to build a custom one, you simply have to use that convert text to audio and it will do that conversion. But it is only those two voices. Whilst there's different languages, there is only those two voices. So just be warned that you may want to make your files in a different application and then upload them. But if you're happy with that, I think the female one is more probably more one that we would use. So if I go to we'll go to the alarm configuration in a minute, but scheduled broadcast, so you can add scheduled broadcasting on channel 1, channel 2, and you can add the task day, weekly schedule, so you can set your start time, end time. You can put your audio file, so you can click audio file, speech synthesis, or the URL. So that's that URL I showed you at the beginning. So if you have a streaming service by URL, simply assign it to when you want that to be played, what day, or weekly schedule. So you can see their day schedule or weekly schedule, start time, start date, end date, and then you just build it up over the time periods there, and that would be the URL. I'm not going to build one now because I don't have a URL, but again, speech synthesis is what we just did, and then audio file. So audio file, we could play something, the USB stick that's in there, Monday to Friday, all 24/7, and it starts at 8 o'clock. Well, maybe not 24/7, 8 o'clock and finishes at 5, which is like a schedule that most people would probably run to. So we'll automatically start playing the audio on the USB stick, and then you can just have a huge USB stick and it'll just play through the song list. Or you could do the URL, but the good thing about that is it's automatic. The music will come on before you open up or as you open up and then go off as you leave in. So you don't have to interact with it in that way. So that's the beauty of a scheduled broadcast. Or you can even have scheduled broadcast and put like so speech synthesis in there, and you could put a day schedule, and I want it at maybe 8 o'clock in the morning. So let's do it. So I could put what's the time? 7:38. So 7:40 go, and then I want it to go off at 7:40 and 30 seconds. So 7:40. Okay, and there is an advanced configuration. I'm going to click save. I'm going to miss this time, aren't I? Speech audio, please unlock fire doors. Female, no, female, 100% broadcast rate of 5, play mode once, save. Now at 7:40, that should do that scheduled broadcast. You could put multiple of these through the day using that text to speech. So this one could be at 8 o'clock. This time I just put in now, it's just a test. Please broadcast over the whole audio system. Please make sure the fire doors are unlocked. So hopefully do you know what? There we go. I messed that up, haven't I? 7:41. So hopefully that will work now because the time is right. What happens when you're rushing, making a video? Clicked on the wrong time. Now it is a little bit fiddly, as you saw there. That time adjustment is a little bit fiddly, but you can see how powerful this really cost-effective system can really be. Great, I've changed the time again by clicking on it. Fantastic. Let's make the video and it should then pick up. So let's just...
Please unlock fire doors.
There we go, done. there we go. That came in and did the schedule as required. But you could build up lots of different things there. You could do it like play it once, play it several times, different times a day, do different audio requests, like even if it's like welcome to the store, I hope you find what you're looking for, or I don't know, whatever that might be. Cheesy, I know, but I'm going to clear that and save it, because otherwise it'll what will happen is it'll keep playing it and I'll forget I would have done it. So schedule broadcast there. We're going to delete that, and then we're going to enable that, do that. Okay. FM broadcast, you can change it there, but I don't have an aerial connected. Broadcast priority, so these are like which one takes precedence, so you build up priorities over which one takes precedence. And then strategy settings, so the strategy is once that's enabled, so continue broadcasting the next day. After the function is enabled, the device will continue to play the next audio in the list at the set time in the next day. So yes, if you want to put it on schedule, and then resume play after enabling, the device will play the next audio file after it was powered, before it was powered off or disconnected. So click yes. And then audio template. So these, like I've added these, you can add loads of templates to these, and have multiple different things. Like this is the one I did earlier. There's delivery at the door, please attend. You can keep building these as long as you need to, okay? So moving on from this, you've got your alarm configuration here. So if I look at the alarm input, so I've got my alarm input 1, so I've enabled it, I've named it caller, it's 24/7 or 365 effectively. It'll broadcast on channel 1 and channel 2, and I don't need it to link the alarm output, and I'm not linking a SIP to it, okay? So I'll click save. Alarm output, there's the actions. Alarm server, if we're using an alarm server, not many people use that alarm server. But then you've got the audio linkage, which is the most important thing. And we've got the rule that I added yesterday. So this rule will play on channel 1 and channel 2. It uses speech synthesis, and it says there is a delivery at the door, please attend. Okay, so you've got English or different languages, male or female, broadcast rating 3, volume 86, but you can change that to like say 95 or whatever you want it to be. Play once, or you can do it on a loop, and then for how many seconds you want it on a loop, so you could play that same message for 30 seconds and then stop, but we'll just do play once. And now I'm going to click save. Now what I've done, I've connected a little bit of jumper wire to close the alarm input loop, which will automatically play that text to speech synthesis, TTS, okay, the please attend. So if I stand up and just do this is where they start adding real value to this unit and deployment. So if I act like I'm pressing the doorbell,
There is a delivery at the door. Please attend.
so you can see me pressing the doorbell. And that setting where I said resume after, that's where that comes in. So I was streaming music to it, Queen, who doesn't like Queen. Jake will tell me off now because we don't have the rights to play that, but meh, you know, what's a guy to do? That's what happens. So like if you enable that continue to play, so the event plays and then it starts picking up the last music that was detected or connected to it. Just like that. Couldn't have done it better. So this whole thing of, you know, building like input and output, so it becomes a really powerful device. So you can upgrade, like I said, an existing legacy system with 100-volt line speakers, put this really cool network audio amplifier in, and we do several versions of this. You don't have to have one with Spotify, all the basic functionalities and all the others. This one is just adding Spotify to it, and you can build that cause and effect, text to speech, schedule broadcast, different priorities, different inputs. So cool, right? And it's so cost effective. So that is the configuration of this unit effectively. And again, maintenance and security, you've got restart, upgrade, backup and reset, security log, and device debugging. So it is as simple as that. Like from a Bluetooth perspective, all I've done is connected it to the Bluetooth here. So you can see the top one there is the Hike audio, and it's got that DVS line in there that we said, DVS audio, and it's connected. And all I've done is using the native app, let's choose something. Okay. So I've got like just this native Apple library, press play, and it just streams over Bluetooth straight to there. And then it's the volume control. So you can do it through there as well. It's as simple as that. There we go. So full Bluetooth, USB stick, URL. It's simple as that. Most people just put USB stick in there. All of the sites I've been to that use this kind of technology, most will put thousands of songs onto a USB stick, plug it in, and just let it play on a loop over days and days and days, and it just keeps doing that. But you can use Bluetooth if you want. The other good thing with this unit is it allows you to use Spotify. So all you need to do is you go to Spotify Connect. No. So Spotify Connect tells you the devices that are compatible and how to do it. But in short, it's as simple as this. If I load my Spotify interface, which I've got down here, you can see, well, Michael Jackson, legend. If you really want to check out a new artist, go check out Portray. This is good. So you can select this year. So this might be swearing in this. Great. This is a great album as well, by the way. So you can see, press play, right, and then there's a
flashing blue lights, it's always, it's my trays on stage with all tonight.
Yeah, and then it'll play it, and now it'll stream it. You got volume controllers there. So you can see there, or you can play Michael Jackson. The music videos, but you get it. It's got full volume control as well, Lindsay. So it's as simple as that. You can use URL, you can use USB stick, you can use Bluetooth audio, you can use FM radio, just need to put the FM antenna in there, and you can use Spotify to this. What more do you need from a network amplifier system? Now, there is different versions, like I said, so hopefully that really does show you the power of this unit. They're super cost effective. We do carry them in stock. We do carry the speakers. We can get the cable. The cable we tend to order it in based on the customer's needs, but it's a fantastic cable if you need it. And it is a legacy upgrade system. So if you've got 100-volt line speakers in there, and so 2 channels on this particular one, 2 channels at 40 watt each, which is plenty. These are only 6-watt speakers and they're still loud. Get in contact, get some pricing, and hopefully this gives you a really good overview of the system itself. Another cool functionality before we go, if I look at Hike Connect, so with the Hike Connect, you can see there it's actually added bit crap, I get that, but you can see there it's added there, and it's got 2 channels. I can actually do live talk down to audio. So if I need to broadcast something to my staff or to customers in the building, I can simply press the audio channel, select channel 1 and channel 2, or you could have just channel 1 because that could be in the back of house. Select speak. Hello. 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 Ah, my Bluetooth's gone all crazy now. But yeah, that's basically how you do it. You can do the two-way audio from there. My app has just crashed, and now my Bluetooth is trying to stream somewhere else. But through the power of HiConnect, you can actually do two-way live audio to site. If you want to know any more, get in contact. Hope you enjoyed the video. Different, bit of different, right? But yeah, give us a shout and watch out for more content. We got some really cool stuff that we're going to make content about moving forward. So I'll see you shortly on the next How Do video.